All right, I am live. Good morning. And Kitty says good morning. Welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle, and I am going to do a reading for fire signs today. I woke up just feeling like you guys are the ones that really need the message. So I am going to continue with the format that I have used before in the last video, which is doing past, present, future. And I am using the wisdom of the oracle to pick those cards. And then I will use the good tarot to clarify anything that needs to be clarified. I was also guided to pick a final fourth card for you. So, yeah, you get a little bonus. And what else? So this is for sun, moon, rising fire signs. So if you don't know what your moon or rising, or I guess your sun, most people consider that their sign, but there's so much more. Anyway, you can get your free birth chart at astro.com and cafe astrology and.com, and those are in the description box, the links to those. What else? I should just say real quick, I apologize for any weird glitchiness in the video. My Wi-Fi is not good. I'm doing this live, obviously. So parts cut out, so audio and video end up off. Like 99% of the time, something funky happens, and it's just how it is right now. So I apologize. Hang in with me. And I guess that's it for now. I'm just going to dive right in. I think that this is going to be my last round of doing past, present, future, simply because timing in tarot is very fluid. It is not linear in the way that we think of past, present, future. And it can be a little confusing. I had a friend watch one of my previous videos, and she's like, I don't know what you're talking about future. I'm still in that past part. And I'm like, yeah, that kind of happens. Typically, the readings that I watch do not line up with what I consider present. Or if they give some kind of time frame, it's never accurate to my time frame, at least. So I'm probably just from this point on, or after today, I will just pick cards and see what messages want to come through. But for now, since I started this with the earth signs yesterday, I'm going to finish it out with the rest of the elements, and then we'll move forward. So in the interest of time, I have picked the cards in advance, the wisdom of the oracle cards, the actual past, present, future, and then the clarifiers I'll pick as I go. Make it a little interesting. And I do pick these randomly. So yeah, there's no any kind of pre-thought around this except figuring out what the cards actually mean so that I can give you a timely reading. Okay, so in your past position, and this is recent past, and again, this could be right now, I picked no place like home. In the protection position, in fact, all three, your past, present, and future cards are in the protection position, which is interesting. There's a little extra emphasis on whatever it is you're dealing with. So no place like home, in reverse, speaks about, it almost looks like it's hanging from the earth upside down. this card speaks about needing to change things up, to make different choices. Um, it, it's the idea that we are often we're drawn to things that feel right, but in many cases, what feels right is actually what feels familiar. And this card speaks about trying something unfamiliar, trying something new that it could feel a little uncomfortable. But the idea is that if you do what you do, you get what you got. And it's time to move away from the old paradigm, let's say, and moving into a new one where it, it, it the sense that I keep getting, not just for you guys, but for all the signs, is that we are kind of all moving into this place of the new normal, and there is always a period of discomfort. It's sort of like the birthing process. um, Messy, painful, very, very often. It leads to amazing, wonderful things, but the process itself is not um, not comfortable, to put it mildly. So, it's knowing that that's that's a part of it, and it's okay, and that this too shall pass. You're going to get through it, but that it's really important to lean towards the new and the unfamiliar. And the fact that this is in the past position means that even if maybe you're still in a place of you haven't made any decisions yet, you haven't actually taken the steps and moved into something new, it's coming, it's going to happen. You just might need to build up the courage, to lean on the knowing that this is what's right for you. Do a little soul searching. Do a little bit of kind of contemplation, and I've been saying this, but meditation, prayer, just doing things that help to ground you and get you into your body, and get help to quiet the crazy mind that's just like, we gotta go, we gotta do this thing. And sometimes we're making decisions on the fly, and it's not appropriate for where we need to go, particularly if it's something that is unfamiliar. So hang in there. Yeah, keep the faith. And then in the present position, I picked happy, happy. And this one is in the protection position as well, as I mentioned. In the protection position, this card speaks about needing to lighten up, needing to not take things so seriously, and learn to enjoy the ride. Let yourself be silly and enjoy the process. I seem to remember that I chose this card in the upright for you guys in the last reading, if I'm remembering correctly. Everything kind of ends up swirling around, so I'm not always sure. But yeah, I seem to remember saying that you guys had figured out your baseline of happiness that you can always fall back on. And sometimes we get so caught up in what we think needs to happen, in yeah, you guys, I feel like there was a huge emphasis on just charging forward and doing your thing. And there was a message about needing to balance the work with the play, to allow yourself some time to be more frivolous and to take the focus off of whatever this thing is that you're doing. Um, and so this is emphasizing that, like, you gotta get into that free spirited part of you that enjoys having fun, that wants to have fun, because that is how you get yourself out of the, when we're go go go, when we're in our kind of our goal mind, it can be very easy to kind of um, I'm sorry, words words don't come to me when I need them. It's so frustrating. Um, you can forget, or you can kind of think, well, I have A, B, and C to do, and I just don't have the time to stop and do whatever you think is fun. Um, but in fact, that is necessary in any endeavor, because that helps keep the balance, and it helps keep your energy flowing, and it helps to um, boost you so that you can stay in the flow and be able to keep your eye on the prize, because otherwise there can be burnout and other things. I'm not feeling like I need a clarifier for this. I might come back to it. Your near future card is serendipity in the protection position. And I seem to remember that you guys got this. I don't remember if it was in the future, but I'm pretty sure it was the reverse. And so this is the reminder that just because something comes along in our life that lines up so perfectly and feels so like like this is the thing that is going to lead me to my ultimate fulfillment. Um, it's not necessarily true. Sometimes things line up perfectly in our lives so that we can learn a lesson that then allows us to really appreciate. No, that allows us to actually reach our final goal, our jackpot. And we couldn't have done that had we not had this other experience to teach us a lesson. And the relationship comes to mind. You meet somebody, they seem so perfect. This has got to be the one. This is my lifelong partner. This is my happily ever after. And you get married, and yes, it might be great for a time, and then things start to break down, and you start to feel like, wait, what happened? Things were so good. How come they're not so good anymore? This doesn't make sense to me. And it's because you needed to have this experience with that person. You had lessons to learn so that you could actually move towards somebody who is going to fulfill you in a way that you wouldn't have been able to appreciate. You wouldn't have been able to even allow into your life. We we get recalibrated through all of our experiences. And so, it's not that it was a failure. It's not that it's something bad. It might have been challenging, it might have been painful, but there was a huge lesson in that, because now you can take what you learned and course correct, and now you're in a completely, it's like a perspective shift. Now you're like, oh, well, this thing happened, I was with this kind of person, and yeah, I thought I liked that, but now I realize I kind of want something different. And so, it's the stepping stones. It's understanding that there's there's something different for you than you thought there was. And if you think back to when you were younger, how what we want when we're, in high school ends up being so different than what we want when we're in our 30s and 40s. Like, we have all these experiences and all these perspective shifts, and we change through those and because of those. And that's the point of life, I think. um, and it's constantly inviting in these new experiences. And so you're in a time where you're going from, you know something that's familiar and moving into something that's unfamiliar, so that you can have the ultimate jackpot. Um, okay, I I continue to feel like I don't need clarifiers. I might just pick some cards just to see, but I wanted to talk about this card. This is the card that I was guided to choose. This fourth card, and it's about needing to clean. Well, it says clean it up. And that means that anywhere where you feel there are loose ends, is there physical clutter in your life that you need to literally clean up? Are there any old beliefs, ideas, habits that aren't serving you anymore that maybe it's time to release? Um, even people in your life who are, maybe you're realizing that you guys just don't come together in the same way as you used to. That maybe they used to fulfill you in a certain way, and now not so much anymore. It kind of fits with with the serendipity card, that whatever you thought you wanted may not actually be the thing you want anymore, and it's time to release and let go, clean it up. um I Let's see. What I'm gonna just pick clarifiers for the whole reading rather than for each card, because I feel like each card is pretty self-explanatory. Um, so yeah, let's just see. What else do we need to know? Four of Earth. Did you get this before? You might have. Four of Earth. It's the Four of Pentacles. Oh, come on, brain. I should know this by now. It's right there, right on the tip of my brain. I almost have this one. Ownership, the beauty of divine order, trusting in a solid foundation. So, yeah, this is speaking to needing to trust that this new direction you're going into, whatever you're moving towards that's different, that's new, that's maybe a little uncomfortable, is it's really good. It's really positive, because this is all about trusting that you're going where you need to go, as unfamiliar and uncomfortable as it might be, and that there is a solid foundation on this path. You're not going to fall into quicksand. And one of the things that came up in the last reading is that I heard a reader talk about antlers and how they represent antenna. And so you're using your antenna to guide you, to line you up with the frequency or the whatever, the thing that's going to guide you on the path that you need. And so trust that you are being guided where you need to go. Okay, what else? What else? Six of Earth. What? Antenna. They're your antenna again. You guys, I should know this one as well. This one keeps coming up. I feel like this one's about community. No. Unexpected resources, happy surprises, generosity. Be happy. Let yourself be silly and enjoy this process, because happy surprises are coming. Oh, I lost my card. Oh, I need a bigger table, a bigger workspace. Generosity from the people around you, from the universe. This could even speak to being generous yourself. And, as we give, we get what we give. And always, especially when it's positive, it comes back multiplied. So take heart. You're moving on the right path, and keep your spirits up. What else? Two of Earth. Dang, you guys. Okay. I think this one talks about balance. And I should know this one too. I'm so sorry. I'm just learning. I'll get this someday. Pleasurable work, adaptability, balance between work and play. Did you get this before? I feel like you might have, but yeah, finding that balance. Making sure that you take time to enjoy yourself, whatever that means for you. Schedule it into your day. If you're feeling like you just have one thing after another that's pulling on you and taking every last bit of energy out of you, schedule breaks. Schedule, even if it's just like, in the at jobs, it's, you legally are required to take your 10 or 15 minute breaks. Honestly, I think 10-minute breaks or 2 in a day are stupid. We should be more like the Spaniards who have their 2-hour siesta. That's real recharging. But sometimes you're in the flow, you want to get things done. If you stop, then you might lose the momentum, but it doesn't matter. Stop anyway. Set that alarm, and when that alarm goes off, you put down whatever you're doing and you go for a walk. I don't know, read a book, play a game on your phone, like, whatever it is that allows you to just take your attention off of this thing. Because when you come back, you are going to feel more refreshed. It allows you to, it allows your brain to rest so that you can have more clarity when you come back. And particularly if your work is something that is sedentary, get up and move. Movement is very, very important. Get outside. If you're inside, get outside. Yeah. All right, let's see. I'm going to shuffle one more time. Just because. What else? 8 of water. 8 of water. Could this is a new one. This is a new one for me. There's, I said in another, there's a treasure chest there. I said in another reading, I saw a treasure chest in another card and I called it a treasure box. The things that come out of my mouth when I'm like in the middle of trying to explain things is really funny. But this figure, looking towards the ship coming in. Ships coming in, perhaps. I mean, there's treasure and the ship is sailing towards, and they are looking at the ship coming towards them. See what the old book says. 8 of water. And seeking a deeper meaning and greater authenticity beyond superficiality. Ooh, yeah. So, I've mentioned this in other readings. I don't remember if this was for you, but I'll just say it anyway. It's really important to figure out your why. Why are you doing what you are doing? Why are you moving onto this new path? If it's for superficial reasons, you want to reevaluate, you want to reassess, because that's not going to fulfill you in the end. You got to figure out what that most authentic, deepest part of yourself wants and why, because that is going to give you the ultimate boost, the ultimate, I guess, energy to keep you going, to keep the momentum going, to give you the endurance you need. Because I'm really feeling like this thing that you're starting is, it's going to take you places. Yeah. Yeah. Unexpected resources. Generosity. Yeah. There's good things coming in for you. Letting go and seeking a deeper meaning. So yeah, and there's a message about surrender in this as well. As you move on your path, it's going to change. It's not going to look the same when you start as when you get to the next checkpoint. Because there's, ultimately there never really is an end. It's just always changing. And maybe that's one of the reasons why it's not so important to focus on the final destination, but on the journey itself. Because the final destination very likely will end up being different than you think right now. And to be surrender to the fact that you're being given the ideas, the downloads, the synchronicities that are going to lead you on this winding path to someplace much better. That's always better. The universe has plans for you. And you got to trust that that is going to bring the learning that you need to get where you're supposed to go. So I think I'm just going to leave it there. That's really great reading. I'm really excited for you guys. And just, yeah, again, the message came through last time. Remember to play, have fun, lighten up. It's all going to work out. You are not doing this alone. You have help. And, get your ducks in a row and take the time to do what you enjoy, and you're gonna just be amazing and do amazing things. And yeah, I'm super excited for you. All right. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so grateful for you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your today and tomorrow, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you on the next video. Mwah. Yeah, and like and subscribe.